Well, hello friends, it's Amy Frillici with the Gathering Inkspiration Stamp Studio, and today I have this super cute little treat to show you. I actually made these for a buy one get one free event that I did earlier this month, and I gave them out to anybody that attended the buy one get one free event, and I thought they were so cute and simple and easy to make that I had to show you all how to make them too. So I want to show you first of all the Designer Series paper and ribbon that we are using. This is the Garden Impression. You can see we've got a bunch of different patterns, Designer Series paper, and then this is the Shaded Spruce metallic ribbon. It comes in a combo pack with Shaded Spruce and Petal Pink. So let me just show you in the catalog. This is the Garden Impression Suite on page 128 and 129. We are just using the Designer Series paper and ribbon on this project. We are not using the Abstract Impressions stamp set. It's a fabulous stamp set, and then awesome framelits. I was trying to figure out where that butterfly came from, and now I know that super detailed butterfly. It's from the Springtime Impressions. Been seeing lots of projects made with that. So this is a bundle that you can get with the stamp set and framelits, part of that Garden Impression suite. But let's see, I just have to show you guys because I've used all of my Petal Pink metallic edge ribbon, but can you see on that bow right there? Beautiful kind of sparkly shimmery with the gold accents in the Petal Pink ribbon. And then there is more of that Garden Impression, the Shaded Spruce metallic edge ribbon used on that card right there. And you can see they even used the Petal Pink metallic ribbon to kind of hang all of the projects on that display from. They also used the little gold library clips that we are using on the project. And then these are just some great examples of the Designer Series paper that is included in that pack. So I had to show you that product that we're using. And then as well, we are actually using for our little label here the Stitched All Around stamp set. So I used the little thank you stamp. The other one that fits perfectly inside the framelit that coordinates is this cute one that says, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine." And then there are other awesome sentiments in this stamp set. We've got best wishes, enjoy your special day, and then kind of some single, you could say, you could kind of build a sentiment with lovely, friend, and darling. And then this is a super cute one that says, "Oh, darling, you are fabulous." And then just some other kind of background images. Just a great stamp set. And then, of course, there are framelits that match. These are the stitched label framelits. And you can see this is kind of just a detail, maybe background piece, another little stitched circle, and then a super cute little heart that has the stitching. And then this one right here actually makes stitching so it almost looks like you used your sewing machine on your card, and then another simple stitch. And then there are even more. I have to show you guys on the other side. We've got some really awesome label framelits with the stitching in them too. This is gorgeous. You have to run that and see what that one looks like. I've used that a few times. I'll be showing those projects soon too. And then a couple of other small, kind of a baby, kind of a medium, and then a larger, but with lots of detail. So these framelits are just awesome. I love this bundle. So the Stitched All Around bundle, you can get the stamp set and framelits separately, or you can save 10% when you get them in the bundle. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to make our cute little treat here. So let me see. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. Actually, I'm going to probably move them over here because I'm going to grab my scoring plate. And I have a piece of the Garden Impression Designer Series paper. So it just comes in a pack of 6x6 Designer Series paper. So you get 4 sheets of each of the patterns, 6x6. I cut this down so it's 6 inches wide by 4.5 inches tall. Okay, and let me see. Okay, so we are going to start the very first score mark you're going to make, and you don't want to press too hard. You're going to score at 1 3/4, and then again at 2 1/4. And 2 3/4, and then scoot down a little bit to 4.5 and 5 and 5.5. So all along the 6-inch side. Then you're going to turn it on its side and along kind of the 4.5-inch side along the bottom, you're going to score it. Oops, let me find my 1 inch. You're going to score it at 1 inch. All right. So you saw I didn't press too hard because I really don't want to rip through our designer series paper. So that's all we need in terms of the scoring and our scoring place. We're going to scoot this guy out of the way. Now we're going to grab our scissors and we are going to kind of cut up. Actually, no, first of all, we are going to fold along our score lines, okay? I'm going to show you guys, it's a little bit easier to show you on one that's already made. There's a score line right in the middle there. That one is obviously pressed in instead of coming out like the rest of them. So I did not fold on those little 1/2 inch yet because I'm going to score them. No, I'm going to fold them the opposite way. So you'll see what I mean in just a sec. It'll make sense. So along that little 5.5 inch, that last score mark, actually, you know what else I should do? I'm going to fold along that 1 inch along the bottom too, and that'll make it easier. So this little tab on the end at the 5.5 going up to our 1 inch score mark, we're just going to get rid of that guy. We don't need him at all. This is the one at 5 inches that I didn't fold yet. So I'm going to cut here at 4.5 inches. I'm going to scoot down to my 2 3/4 inch score mark and I'm going to cut up there. I'm skipping past this little 1/2 inch mark at 2 3/4 and then I'm going to cut up again at the very last one at the 1 3/4. And this will make sense in just a sec, okay? Now I like to kind of angle the edges of these a little bit. That way if I didn't cut up straight, you're never going to know it. And it helps the box fold in together a little bit better. Oops. So I'm just trying to move the other flaps so I don't cut more or into another flap, right? So we're just kind of flipping them down and kind of angling the edges a little bit. And if they don't come off, you can just kind of pull them, right? And then the last one, we're going to kind of angle right here. This just makes it look a little bit more finished too, I think. And honestly, like I said, it makes it easier to fold your box together or your little treat together. I'm going to grab my silicone craft sheet and I still have fast fuse, so I'm using it until I've used it all up. I like to kind of run my adhesive, put my paper down on the silicone craft sheet though, just so I don't get it anywhere on my little grid paper. So I just added adhesive along that little flap that doesn't have anything at the bottom, right? Actually, I'm going to kind of fold that in. It's almost easier to fold it like that, and then it's not sticking. And then this piece just lays down flat right there. So that is secured. Now the only other place we need to put adhesive, we're going to fold in those 2 skinny ends and one side there. I'm going to lay this down on its side, and we're just going to run a little bit more adhesive. If you do not have fast fuse, I would use tear and tape for this, and then adhere that guy right there. And then those little folds or the score marks, that's what I was saying. I want to kind of press those in, if that makes sense, so that it makes a nice easy fold to kind of open and close our little treat pouch, right? So can you see? So it's not too big. Let me show you what we're going to put inside. I put Hershey Kisses. So these are, I liked the gold. I thought the gold wrapper looked really good with the designer series paper. So these are chocolate with almonds, and I think 5 of them fit in there very nicely. So it's, you know, kind of it's not too big. It just holds a little tiny treat for somebody. And then you kind of just pinch that closed like that. Then I'm going to grab one of my gold library clips. I'm going to pop that on there. And then I had already tied my bow, so we're all ready to go. But this is that the Shaded Spruce metallic edge ribbon. Just pop it right there on a glue dot. Right, so I've got the glue dot on the back there, and then that we're going to just adhere right to our little gold library clip. Okay, now the last step that we need to do is make our little tag for our treat. So let's see, I've got this is just a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I've got my Shaded Spruce ink. I'm going to open that guy up, right? I've got my little thank you stamp, nice easy tap, tap, tap. I'm going to press straight down, lift straight up. We're going to move this guy out of the way because I always get ink all over places that I do not need it. Now I'm going to grab my Big Shot. I've got my magnetic platform. I always love to use this for my Thinlits and Framelits. Ooh, I got ink. Look at that. But I think we're going to be okay. Your hands are always so inky after you play, but that means you've been having fun, right? Okay, so we're gonna center that right on there. Super cute little stitching. It kind of makes those little cutouts around the edge of it, and then it does the stitching as well. So I love these little framelits. The detail on them is awesome. Trying really hard not to get any more ink on any place else. And you see how easily that popped right out too. So those little guys, every once in a while you might need to use your Big Shot die brush to kind of get those guys out. But this one, especially the first, and we probably ran a few of them. I made these, like I said, for our buy one, get one free event, and my daughter Lily ran a bunch of these for me, and I know she didn't clean it out each time. So it'll kind of keep cutting and stitching there, and then maybe every so often you might have to kind of clean that guy out. But it's very easy, user-friendly. So we are just gonna put a little dimensional on the back of there, and where's my little guy? Moved him away, and then we're just gonna pop him right on there, and that is it. So cute, simple, easy, and you can see I made them in a bunch of different patterns because I love this paper, love those cute little clips. And then this is great because then that just pops right off. You can share your little treat, maybe add some more and gift it away to somebody else. So super cute, simple, easy little treat pouches to make for people. If you are interested in purchasing any of the products used to make these cute little treats, you can go online, shop online anytime at my Stampin' Up! Website at amysuzanne.stampinup.net. Make sure you grab the host code off of my blog at gatheringinkspiration.com before you shop. When you spend at least $50 in my online store and use that host code from my blog, you always get a free embellishment from me in your thank you card. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope you get to make a few cute treats for someone in your life, someone special, and we will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.